gentlemen, for the first time, you have won and retained the Kinsman Cup on your home turf. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kisses! Those kisses!
Guys, we're doing team shot with you guys.
What an impressive victory here at home. You know, you guys pretty much dominated all 4 quarters.
Well, you know, we talked all week, we talked all year, we talked all week about how we had to put everything together. We've had good games, we've had bad games, we've had bad and good games. Here, sweetheart, this is for you. We need to put a game together. We need to put a game together. And I said in the huddle over here, I said, I'm darn glad that you guys put it all together in week 10 instead of week 11, because we did. We played an offensive game, a defensive game, an offensive game and a defensive game, all in one game. I don't know how many first downs they had, not many. Obviously, it's a shutout except for the botched long snap. I thought we played up and down a very good game. Usually you can say, well, you got to improve this. I guess we can say we got to cut down on our holding penalties, but we were able to overcome those, and that's a mark of a good team, and I believe we're becoming a good team. I'd like to play another 5 or 6 weeks, but of course, that's not happening.
Justin's last game as a Husky, we've talked about him for 3 years. He throws 6 touchdown passes.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I mean, not an apology, because it was not some Kirtland-like 60-14 game, but the reason we threw the last one, because I believe that's a school record and we wanted him to get it. I think it is. I have to go check the archives.
Right.
But that's what reason we did that, is if he had the opportunity to get the record, we wanted him to have the opportunity to get the record, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah.
The one down here, there was a nice snag. I thought we were going to put it on the ground and not get it, but he made a great catch and got it here, and then we got the one over here. So I mean, it was a great job. He ended up with 6. I think he had double-digit touchdown passes, and I think he had 4 interceptions on the year. I'm not really
15,
sure.
I think he had a touchdown pass.
Yeah, so I mean, he had a lot of touchdown passes. He developed more from a junior to a senior than he did even from a sophomore to a junior. He had a great year. The other guy I want to talk about is Pete Rebar. Pete Rebar was interviewed by somebody, I don't think it was you guys, before the year, and they said, well, what's your ambition, you know, win 10 games, and what's your personal ambition? And he's sort of an innocent, and he said his ambition was to get 2,000 yards rushing. Then, of course, he got about 700, I would imagine.
Right.
But the thing is, he dominated when he had the ball tonight. He ran with authority. He played a great game. Hi, sweetie. Hey, go Huskies. There you go.
I know seniors are always really important to the program, and this seemed like another pretty big class. Important.
Well, it was 7 guys. It wasn't that big, but they were all contributors, all in their own way. The other guy, talk about a guy that should be talked about, number 15, Joey Roach. Now, Joey Roach is, I don't know how big Joey Roach is, but he's no bigger now than he was in 8th grade. He was a nose tackle all his life, and he just didn't quite have enough bulk to be a nose tackle. And he didn't have enough bulk to play where he always played. He switched to wide receiver. He was our best blocking wide receiver, and he was an integral part of what we did, especially running wide. And it's a guy that's easy to overlook, literally. I mean, because he's about, I don't know, I think he's 5'3", something like that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be prouder of a group of guys. Isaiah Anderson came out for football for the first time as a junior. He was the guy that was shaky. I remember your broadcast last year about, they're a little bit shaky. I mean, the first one the wind took, but when he compensated for the wind, he drilled all his kicks. His kickoffs were great. Yeah. He went in and played offensive and defensive tackle. I mean, he contributed a lot to what success we've had.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all those seniors helped us an awful lot.
Yeah, nice job.